This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Marianne Cushy. A San Diego police officer back at home today after he was hospitalized after being hit by a suspected DUI driver. Officer Mike Wilder and a fellow police officer were hit last week while crossing the street in Pacific Beach. While both of them survived the crash, Wilder is still recovering. NBC 7's Jeanette Casada spoke to his significant other about his road to getting back to duty.
San Diego police officer Michael Wilder's family is grateful to have him back home. They say he's been resting a lot, but he's also in a lot of pain, and they're learning how to navigate this recovery journey.
He was just going back to his patrol car.
Tiffany Wilder is grateful her partner, San Diego police officer Michael Wilder, is alive after he was hit by a DUI driver last Saturday while crossing Mission Boulevard and Thomas Avenue. Investigators say 31-year-old Anthony Robertson was driving wrong way when he hit the two officers. Tiffany still remembers receiving a call from Mike's sergeant, who was calling to notify her of what happened.
Being a law enforcement significant other, we don't know if they're ever going to come home, but we always hope that they will. And it just really hit me hard getting that call and just being like, oh my God, this is really happening to me.
Officer Wilder was taken to the hospital with more serious injuries.
From what doctors have found right now is that he just has a concussion. We are still waiting more medical testing to see what more extensive, how extensive his injuries are.
Although Officer Wilder is now home recovering, his family says the crash has caused him physical, emotional, and financial challenges. They say he's the sole provider for the family of four.
Him being out of work has caused a huge financial strain. Because he not only lost the ability to work, but he also has lost the ability to work side jobs and overtime. We also have no family out here, so I don't really have help.
Tiffany says Officer Wilder wants to return to work, but there's no clear timeline as to when that will happen. She says for now, they're focused on him healing and recovering one day at a time.
I just want to see him happy for the holidays, and I feel like with this incident, it might not be as joyful as we would want it to be.
Tiffany wants to remind everyone to not drive under the influence because she says you never know how your decisions could affect you or the lives of others. Jeanette Quesada, NBC 7.
For weeks now, we have been hearing about some new and increased parking fees at Balboa Park to help the city reduce a $250 million budget deficit. Well, now in response to outrage over those parking fees, the city is planning to spend $415,000 on a shuttle contract to ferry park employees and volunteers from free lots to the places that they need to go.
That sounds crazy. They're pouring more and more money into a problem they're creating.
According to the city, Ace Parking will manage the drivers as well as the operations. The $415,000 also funds expanded hours on the green tram, which the city says employees and volunteers are allowed to ride. It will be a really rainy commute if you're traveling for Christmas, meaning more traffic is expected in the week ahead. If you're hitting the road today, AAA says the best time to leave is before 11 o'clock in the morning. If you plan to leave tomorrow or Tuesday, they suggest leaving at 10 in the morning. Peak traffic is expected to be between 1 and 7 p.m. on all 3 days. Today is the last weekend day for Christmas shopping, actually. Things could get busy at the malls or big name stores, but there are other options for people looking for something a little bit more personal, maybe something handmade. Pangea has been along Garnet Avenue in Pacific Beach since 2004. Yeah, it's a long time. There's at least 65 different local vendors all under one roof. You'll find anything from Christmas decorations and ornaments, clothing, home goods, as well as jewelry.
We have a variety of merchandise. There's very little that we don't have. There's something for everyone.
I love to support small businesses. I mean, all the way from shops to food to whatever, and you find more fun things that way.
Well, despite things like inflation and tariffs weighing on the U.S. economy, throughout 2025, economic experts say overall spending is at an all-time high, but prices on a lot of popular holiday products like toys went up in price at least 1% this year. NBC 7 meteorologist Brooke Martell will have a look at your weather right after this.
You count on deeper investigations.
Why didn't you just let her go?
I'm trying to keep our family together.
You count on getting a response. You count on a committed team looking out for you.
A lot of our small business vendors tell me that you owe them quite a bit of money.
In 2 languages.
¿Por qué piensa que ellos no hacen más?
You count on results.
And they said, you have your money back.
And getting answers.
Do you still feel let down?
It's a slap in the face.
This is NBC 7 and Telemundo 20 investigates and responds. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Big changes on the way for your forecast, but for this Sunday, we will have some of that cloud cover lingering and some sunshine away from the coastline. As we get into tomorrow, dry conditions, but increased cloud cover, rain on the way by Tuesday. That'll be our first chance for it, with heavier rain potential Wednesday on Christmas Eve day into Christmas Day. Now, we have low to upper 60s along the coast today, 70s over those inland valley communities. For the mountains, a mix of 60s up to about those low 70s and right around 80 degrees for your desert region. If you are heading to the San Diego Bay Parade of Lights tonight, it'll be fun to get another opportunity to check that out. That starts at 5:30. Temperatures by that time close to the low 60s and some upper 50s, so just make sure you dress in layers, but it'll be a really fun evening out there. Let's talk about the timing of the rain. So when does it start? I mentioned earlier the first chances will be Tuesday afternoon, coming in from the north, moving south. And then on Christmas Eve, that could be the favored day for heaviest rain, increased flooding risk by that point. That'll carry over onto Christmas Day because we have moderate to heavy rain in the forecast by that time as well. Friday into your weekend, continued rain chances, just not as strong in comparison to the previous days. So here's a look at your future weather pattern where all of this is coming from. We see this low kind of sinking in, and then this is also tapping into that atmospheric river, which is going to bring that surge of moisture to Southern California. So right around 4 p.m., we start to see on this particular model that moisture getting picked up really from Los Angeles south, and then it continues as we go into Wednesday morning and into the afternoon hours. And again, that's on Christmas Eve day. Another opportunity for that moderate rain, even heavier rain as we look ahead to Christmas Day. Now, how much rain could we be seeing? This could change as we get into the coming days. Keep that in mind. But we could be right around 2 inches up to 3.5 inches for the coast. Now, more rain for North County. Same thing will go for the inland valley communities, mountain communities from 2 to 4 inches, desert region from 1/2 inch up to about 1.5 inches. Here's a look at the 10-day forecast. You could see those temperatures will be right around the mid 60s in the coming days for the coast, upper 60s for the inland valley communities. So it will be cooling down substantially in comparison to those temperatures that we've had over the past couple of days, getting us out of the 70s. Back to the 50s we go for the mountain communities, also with the rain, as I mentioned, and the desert region, getting out of those 70s, even mid 70s and back to the 60s. We could see that by Christmas Eve, even continuing into Friday and next weekend, Marianne.
Thanks, Brooke. The San Diego Parade of Lights is back for another weekend. This year's theme is an out-of-the-world this event. More than 80 boats are expected to take part in the event. The parade starts at Shelter Island at 5:30 and ends at the Coronado Ferry Landing just after 7:30. The event brings thousands of people out, so if you plan to go, make sure you get there early. There's more coverage you count on NBC7.com, and you can always find us on your Roku or Samsung Smart TV app. Thanks for watching. I'm Marianne Kushi.